everybody, Abs here with another illustration speed draw for you guys. And like always, I am taking in my traditional sketch and bringing it in digitally so I can fix up any anatomy errors I had. Change up the pose a little bit so it's not so stiff. Today I am drawing two of my characters, like always usually draw my characters on this channel. I am drawing my character Ash and another character of mine, her name is Sam, short for Samantha. I wanted to draw two of my characters together since I don't normally draw my characters together, so I'm a little bit of a cheekin about drawing that. Like I said in one of my other videos, I'm a bit of a cheekin sometimes when it comes to art. And I hope you don't mind that throughout the video sometimes I forget some of the little details of my characters, so I go back to my reference sheets I made for myself to make sure I get their designs correct. Now about here, you're going to see me struggle very heavily with that foot and that hand on Ash. I had a very hard time with that foot, and I ended up deciding to actually change the angle just so I could draw it, because if I was going to draw at that angle, this is going to look really weird. And I mess around with the hand a little bit, but definitely not as much as that darn foot. I'm going to have to do some foot studies. This is actually another hand I messed with. I guess I was having a hard time with hands that day, but I ended up scrapping this little inking I've done here, ended up doing another sketch, and then inking it again, and then I'll be pretty happy with that hand. But I do mess with it a lot. I actually don't. This is the only character I had problems with the hands. I didn't really mess around too much with Sam's hands, because they're just fists. Fists aren't too hard to draw, but these hands are a little tricky. One character you guys haven't seen on this channel before is Sam. I'll explain just a little bit about her. Sam's periodical is lightning, which I found lightning is made up of two main elements, nitrogen and oxygen. So I found that this does work with the rules I have set for my world. Now here's the fun part with that foot. I was taking a moment thinking I have no idea how in the world I'm gonna draw that foot. So I decided to go to the hand. I was like, oh yeah, I'll come back to it later. Totally, I'll figure it out by then. Little did I know that I spend way too long on one foot. I don't even know how many times I redraw that foot. I redrew it during the sketching phase. I re-inked it like 5 or 6 times. It was just ridiculous. Right around here I get pretty desperate trying to fix that foot, but it doesn't work. That effort was pretty in vain. But soon enough I'll start sketching in purple. I like sketching in color, and I give up. I do a side view instead of the whatever angle that is of the foot, and it's about right here. I gave up. But I do come back to that foot. You'll notice in a second that purple sketch fades away. I was pretty determined, like, nah, I can totally get this. You know, I don't get it. I never get that foot. I end up going with the side view. At this point, I completely discarded that foot because I was slightly frustrated. So I moved on to Sam. Sam was really easy to ink compared to Ash's pose. Mainly the problem with Ash's pose was the foot and that one hand. Those two hands actually. But I didn't have much problem with this pose. Here I go again, trying to make that foot work. And I don't got the abilities to make it work. See, I gave up so fast. I went to the hand, and then I was like, okay, back to the foot. And yep, I'm giving up. I'm giving up right about here. That's it. I gave up. Side view, and I just left it there. And moved on to the flat color. Flat color is pretty easy because I make color palettes for all my characters. So I just basically pick and color drop it in, and then boom, it's done. But I do have to look back at a reference while doing Ash, because I forgot where the grays went. Which is, I really should know where everything goes since it's my own character, but I forgot. But I didn't forget for Sam too much. Here I am. I went to make a perfect square, but it didn't end up being perfect, and I thought, well, I could work with an imperfect square, and I was like, no, I didn't. So I just redid it again, made a perfect square, and then started moving on to shading, which is my favorite part of the entire art process. I absolutely love shading with a passion. Now here, I usually like taking a color for a light source, which I usually end up doing yellow, because I just think yellow looks nice for natural light, especially since most of the time you can just imagine the characters outside. I realize I left my notifications on, so please excuse my teachers grading my work on my Google Classroom. With the eyes, I tried something a little different. Normally I give like pure black pupils, but this time I just wanted to like see what just darker versions of like their eye color for the pupil would look like. I think I liked it better. And now here I'm moving on to the final part of the art process, which is their periodicals. I've gotten a lot better at drawing their periodicals because I've had to draw them so many times. But I did Ash's fire, and then Sam's electricity, which is always fun to do both. I like adding a glow effect to things. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.